Yo, and welcome to Shooting the Soil, where we shoot the soil with a microscope, with a camera through the microscope to explore the soil food web and the health of our soil. Anyway, yeah, we got a new microscope, as you can see, with the LW Scientific i4 Lumin. And this is an example of an image that I got it with the epifluorescence looking at a root. And we can see some endophytic fungi in those roots. And this root was from the same bed we're about to look at under the microscope live here. Just so you guys know, this was taken at 100x, and it's a bit of a focal stack. That's why we can see from left to right here, all in focus, and all those little black lines are endophytic fungi that we can see really well with this new microscope. Anyway, that's the thumbnail, by the way. So we'll switch over to the live microscope. And all right, here we are looking at the top corner. We're gonna just kind of scroll through here. See a nice big aggregate right up there in the top. And already seeing a bunch of little pieces of fungi. Some stuff coming out of that. Let's just do a little bit of focus. Yeah, not too shabby. Hey, cheers, Hank. Thanks for joining. All right, so scrolling through. Yeah, seeing some nice aggregates. These big clumps, that's one of the main indicators you want to see of a healthy soil, is because that's the biology forming everything up, sticking everything together, forming a sponge that's going to hold more water, nutrients, everything. Now would be organic matter, breaking down leaf or hay or something. Yep, it's definitely organic matter right there. Always another good thing to see. Hey, Bowie Life in the garden, thanks for joining. All right, yeah, we see some little pieces of minerals there amongst these aggregates. Keep scrolling down. Yeah, we see a whole bunch of fungi sticking out of these two little aggregates. That's a good sign. Yeah, overall, I'm just noticing in the test tube, good amount of organic matter, and it filters out all clear once it settles pretty quick. So just like you would see when you did a rain test on a forest soil or regenerative soil compared to like a tilled soil, you get all that sediment in the collection, and then the other side, the regenerative or forest side, has just clear water, and it absorbed most of it. So that's what we're trying to do with this indoor regenerative bed, is build that soil structure, form that sponge with the help of biology. Yeah, those are just little bits of sand or silt, minerals, so to speak. And they always kind of look like a crystal. All right. Oh, that's a smudge on my slide from the previous use. Try to recycle them, but they're getting tough to clean. I gotta buy myself a new set of slides. Yeah, focus in on that fungal hyphae there, connecting that stuff. Yeah. We are at 100x, by the way, and I'm definitely zoomed in a little bit more compared to my last scope. So we're actually looking a little bit closer than just with the camera and how it dials in with this scope. If I look through the viewfinders, the field of view, so to speak. So we're just zoomed in a bit on our field of view. So you can almost see the bacteria wiggling around, or at least I can with my screen. One thing I did want to mention is make sure you hit that gear. I've been noticing on YouTube, sometimes I was watching another video the other day and I was like, what's up with the quality? Usually they have really good quality. And yeah, luckily I didn't drop a comment or anything because it was all me. It was, for some reason, even on super fast internet, it was in SD quality. So yeah, just check that gear. Make sure you're watching and seeing what we are. Because yeah, I've been noticing that YouTube will set you on a lower quality for some reason. Yeah, nice fungal hyphae there. Actually, let's just take a, just to make sure. One thing I like about this scope is it's pretty dialed in as far as just switching objectives without much adjustment. And just a little bit of focus, and we're right in there. So yeah, now we're in at 400x. Oops. Still getting used to the touch and feel on the new scope. But yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, now we're checking out that fungal hyphae there. Yep, can definitely see a little septi. It almost looks like it might be sporulate in there. Or it just broke weird, but kind of has a little club at the end. Always cool to see that. And yeah, we'll just forget which way. I think I was going up. Let's take a cruise around at 400. Maybe get, let's see if we can get a little bit more brightness. There we go. Take a look at the bacteria. Yeah, pretty decent amount. Not a ton, but a bunch of little round guys wiggling around in there. Seeing if I see, that looks like a, yeah. And that's curled up, but looks like a rod. Bacillus shape. Yeah, so there's just a little shard of sand silt. Yeah, and they can get, especially with the light, can start looking pretty crystally. But that's just kind of mostly how the light's shining through them. Oh, we got something round over here. See if we can get a better focus on that. Not quite, just looking at this perfectly round thing over there. Could be a spore, could be just a cysted organism, but could be a small amoeba too. But it's pretty small. Alright. Yep. Organic matter here. Can kind of see the plant cell formation in there. And here, well actually, why don't I just click on the epi fluorescence real quick. So yep, that's with the epi on. And do gotta work on getting my camera a little dialed in. I have so much more light capabilities now with this scope and whatnot, but still I want to be able to completely, darken out that and see the glow just from the top. But I need to do a little work on the camera setup to take full advantage of the new microscope. But yeah, just gives us a whole bunch of capabilities of seeing things and, making sure we're not looking at microplastic, because that will glow pretty orange under this light. So yeah, just another tool. Another way to see things in another lens and judge the health of our soil. Keep on going up here. Let's take a quick look at this aggregate. I see some fungi strands sticking out of there. Yeah. Not too shabby. Yeah, I'm definitely loving the quality of this scope. There's another crystally little bit of sand or silt. Pretty small. Yeah, definitely cool to look at. Eventually the biology will aggregate it. Oh, looks like an aggregated piece of mineral. So yeah, could it be organic matter? No, I think it's more. This looks more like a mineral that some fungi and bacteria are all glued to and pulling out some nutrients. Oh, we got somebody swimming by. Oh, look like a flat. Yeah, just how he's bumbling around here. Oh, of course, you go back up now. Yep. Coming in and out of focus, but that's a fragilate. They have one cilia, and they kind of bumble around like a bee and kind of bump into everything. Oh, I think I just saw a cilia there, just for a second. There's a little tail whip. Alright. Yeah, they're part of the soil food web. Always want to see a few of those. And got another, yeah, little round. Possibly a spore. Maybe a cyst. Alright. Let's see what else we got up here. Oh yeah, we almost... see some bacteria going to work on this aggregate. Alright, yeah, it might bounce. Let's take a quick look at this. Focus around. Yeah, see what we see there. Pretty cool looking. Let's go back out to 100, scan around. Oops, sorry to blind you guys. Less light. There we go. Get back in focus. Continue our scan. Think we're going up. Alright. See if we can find a nematode or anything else cool to look at in there. Alright, we're going to go over one. Oh, there we go. That's already glowing a weird color. Alright, now let's see if that's plastic. Might have to get the glow dialed in here a little bit more. So we're going to turn up our ISO. Close down the light. Oops. A little bit more. So yeah, I need to go even lower light to really get the glow. But it's kind of looking like strand. We're seeing a little bit of orange glow there in the middle. It's not quite lighting up as much as I would like to. But yeah. Let's switch back. But that kind of looks like a little strand of microplastic to me, unfortunately. They seem to get everywhere. Might not be, might just be a tattered piece of a fungi or a root hair. Wasn't glowing quite as bright as I expected it to be. Alright, yeah, actually, let's go. Oh yeah, we bumped the ISO way up, back down. Yep. Still getting used to the scope and all the manual adjustments and everything like that. I was almost going to go auto, but it just looks better. Oh, we got a cool spore over here. Yeah, why not? Oh. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I closed our light way down. Turn our light back up. There we go. Focus. Yeah, there it is. I forget what this actual fungal spore, but that's pretty identical. They're pretty unique, but no, name's not coming to me. I have to look it up in the book. Alright, just wanted to take a quick look at that. I'm going to go back out to 100x. Oh, blinding you guys again. Sorry about that. Alright, a little less light. Yeah, right about there's looking good. Get refocused. I think we were scrolling down here. more shade. Yeah, right about there is looking good. Yeah. Nice big chunk of organic matter. Fungal strands coming out of it. Yeah, as far as mycorrhizal inoculants, I just used the mycogenesis from AEA, Advancing Eco Agriculture, and yeah, that seemed to work pretty good. Also, like Rootwise, I've used that in the past and saw some pretty decent results. Yeah, let's go a little bit more light. There we go. Alright, yeah. Feel free to, if you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to try to answer in the chat or in the comments afterwards. Yeah, could have bought a fungal hyphae in there. Got the square guy over here. That might even be a diatom. Maybe bit from a little bit of the fish brew that I added into this bed. Yeah. But overall, I'm liking the aggregation level. This soil's coming together. And still producing. Yeah, I think that's one of the genuses that are the genus that look like that particular spore. Alright, now to the bottom. Go over one. We'll go back up. Oh. That's kind of weird looking. This over here too, but no, this is just organic. Yeah, just a piece of a leaf or something. I think they both are. And just scrolling through. Looking for something moving in there. It's probably an insect part over there. Little leg. Oh, there's a little spiky thing. Usually that's a insect part as well. Let's see. Nice big aggregate. I see another small amoeba over there. Looking pretty round, but we'll continue the scan. Not gonna dive in to make sure quite yet. I would hope I would see a couple more larger amoebas in here. I have in the past. Haven't spotted too many yet. Kind of hoping that was going to be a nematode, but no, probably just an insect part. Not moving. I don't see any internals in there. Alright, where are we on the slide? We're about 1/3 of the way through. Oh, that may be a... Yeah, that might be a mineral. Let's zoom in at this real quick. See if we're looking at an amoeba here. Could be kind of look like on our Arcella. Yeah. I think they might even both be amoebas. Let's get a little bit more light. Yeah, I don't know about the left. But yeah, with this round shape, and you can see these little nodules on there. It's just got a bunch of stuff stuck to the outside of them. Yeah. Oh, I see a little Weird looking little rod wiggling there. Bacillus shaped. Alright. Back out to 100x. Oh, and we'll scan around a little bit more. I haven't found a tardigrade. They're tough. But then again, I don't look at many pond or moss samples. I've only done that once or twice in hopes of finding a tardigrade and have come up empty-handed, but really haven't spent all that much time. I bet if I sat down for a couple hours and went through maybe, a handful of slides, I'm pretty sure I'd find one. Yep, but it's definitely on my bucket list. I definitely got some moss on the property. I should be able to find one. But yeah, I want to get some good footage of tardigrade. And they're occasionally found in the soil. But I have not seen one yet, or come across one anyway. Alright, we'll go back down, but you never know. Maybe today will be the lucky day. Yep. Good amount of organic matter. A lot of little aggregates. Yeah, one thing with the consistency of this indoor bed, it seems to be it's like, when you look at it, it's, the consistency is nice, but it's small. Like, I kind of want it to clump up, bigger and break apart more. But it's getting there. Yeah, they do like to hang out in moss. That's why I've heard you find them a lot of the times. Let's see. Oh, got a big old air bubble in there. Yeah, but noticing, pretty good fungi to bacteria ratio. It's not a ton of bacteria and seeing a good amount of hyphae as I scan around here. I would say it's close to a 1-to-1, but it's interesting how much hyphae I was finding when I was looking at that root. So maybe what we're seeing here, these bits and pieces outside, are probably, or I'm thinking, is more the saprophytic fungi that, it's a good reducer at breaking down organic matter. But then when you look in the roots and you see all this endophytic fungi, the mycorrhizae, how does that relate to the overall, bacteria to fungal ratio? And I think we may be missing a lot of what's in our roots compared to, what we see just scattered about the slide. Yeah, there's a little. Let's zoom in quick on this. Looks like a perfectly shaped testate amoeba. Little guy. Oh, we need more light. Yep. So yeah, testate amoeba. You got a little mouth right there. And yeah, great facultative anaerobic organism. They can survive in both aerobic and anaerobic conditions, but yeah, tend to do better in slightly aerobic, meaning more oxygen, more air. All right. Flip back out here. Continue scanning. Yeah, one thing would be nice if I really wish I could set presets. I know I can in the camera, but not in the previewing software. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to flip back and forth for presets for my 100x, 600x, 400x, yada yada. Oh, yep. Another big round Arcella looking amoeba. Not too shabby. Let's see. I think I was going down. A lot of organic matter. More fungi stringing between those aggregates. Let's see. Yeah, see another little amoeba. Let's keep going. See if we can find a nematode. Oh, another amoeba. Another testate. Oh, and I see another little flagellate moving through. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got a piece of a root over here. All right. Be nice to see a nematode. Usually I see an average about one per slide, or I would say one per every other slide. But yeah, a lot of interesting looking stuff. Yeah, this looks like something that was once alive. Piece of rotifer or something like that. Actually, could be a... No, don't think it's a diatom. Usually a bit more colorful. Whole bunch of aggregates scattered throughout here. A little bit busier part of the slide. Some more fungi. Alright. Go over to about here. Head back down. See what else cool we can find to look at here. Yep, see the root with the root hairs, the big plant cells. Yeah, but a whole lot of good aggregates. Soil's getting there. And once again, I'm not seeing too many, as I had a decent amount of worms in this bed, but not seeing any earthworms. I think I gotta reincorporate them. That'll help the overall soil food web. Yeah, active composts definitely are usually higher in, more densely populated in bacteria, and usually find more, organisms like, well, if it's too active, you're not going to find nematodes, but once it cools down, usually find a whole bunch more life in compost than you generally do in the soil. Then, like, if you go out to the forest, I find usually I tend to start seeing a lot more microarthropods. And then, but it's nothing compared to the life that you usually see in like a pond sample. So generally, a lot of the times, if you want to look at stuff, or if you do it in school, you're going to look at a pond sample because you're going to see amoeba, ciliates, all sorts of stuff. Microarthropods. Ton of stuff swimming around in there. Thinking of just doing a couple of water samples, because, yeah, it's all part of the... It's all the same ecosystem. Yeah, very busy part of the slide over here. A whole bunch of organic matter. Oh, pretty cool looking. Let's see. Still no luck. Wow, look how many fungal hyphae are sticking out of that aggregate. Whatever that is. Might actually be a piece of biochar there. Because it's so dark. Here, let's see if we get see anything with the top-down lighting. I don't know if that's a piece of biochar or not. Yeah, not getting too much. Yeah, still gotta... I don't want to play with the settings all day here. But once I get a little bit more used to the scope, I'll be able to dial around and use the epifluorescence a lot more effectively to really do what I want to do with it. But well, at least we got another flagellate moving around in there. Yeah, so far we got a good third or half of the soil food web. Yeah, things are probably starting to dry out here on the slide, compacting everything together. That's why we see all the movement over to the right. Slide slowly drying out, but we still got some time. Do a little bit more scanning. Yeah, and sometimes you just get unlucky. Like, the nematode or arthropods, scooted over that way, away from the light. And we totally missed them. Definitely a little bit of luck involved with finding the big, fast-moving organisms. Nothing moving there. Right, almost at the bottom. That's an air bubble. Scroll over, and now we'll go back up. Just about done with the slide. With the scan on this slide. Yep, seeing a whole bunch of fungal strands. Yeah, one thing I have in this indoor bed is a whole lot of isopods. Just actually got a gecko, and I'm keeping them just in a little cage right on the soil. Probably not going to eat too many or affect the macro soil food web too much, but I figured that, hey, it'll help. Why not? Alright, yep, that's back up to the top. I think we got maybe one more up and down. More fungi. It's interesting looking. Could Could be algae. Could be an insect part. Let's see. Just about done with the scan. Moving? Nope. And where's the edge? Yeah, probably go back up one more time. It's a weird looking little bubble. It's got a little bridge formed between it. Interesting looking. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, we got one more. One more time back down. I think the edge should be right about here. Yep. There's the slide drying out. Bunch of hyphae sticking out of that. I think it is a root. Doesn't look like we're going to have any luck finding a nematode. Yeah, it's usually about every other slide. About every slide for compost. But yeah, no luck on this slide. Shucks. I'll just... maybe we miss one. We'll scan around a little bit more. Oh. There goes. Very fast moving. That might even be... see how... I'm trying to track him. But I think that's a small ciliate. It's not bumbling. He's cruising with control. Because they have a whole bunch of cilia around the outside of their body, so they can maneuver much better than the flagellates that just bump into everything. Yeah. There's a cool group of fungi. Let's zoom in on that. Oh, what's this up here? Yeah, and then we can go look at that. There's a couple of cool things we can look at there. Alright. First, we'll start here. Alright, anything I missed in the chat here? Alright, let me let's go over 400x real quick. Let's is our light all the way up? Yep, there we go. Get a little bit more light through our condenser. Focus in here. Let's see what we can do for... yeah, we got a whole lot of light room to play with here. So let's brighten this up. Turn our ISO down a little bit, which we rarely get to do. On a road scope anyway. And yeah, right about there. Alright. So we got some interesting... yeah, very kind of amoeba shaped, but I think that was something alive. Some kind of microorganism. I think it's dead now. But it looks like the shape and the patterns is a lot like what a naked amoeba would make. But that doesn't seem to have any cell walls or... it's just a piece of it, I believe. Or a chunk of a nematode, or a chunk of a ciliate. Alright, let's look at some of these fungal hyphae coming out of here. looking for, yeah, see. There's a clear septi. Oh, I think we got a little flagellate stuck right over there. Oh, somebody else swimming through. Quick, focus. Ah. Oh, yeah, that's a round little flagellate. You can see him kind of just dragging his tail behind him. Yeah, fungi, clear septi there. I think that's a fungal spore. Let's go back up to this cool stuff. Come on. Yeah. Clear fungi, but could just be young fungi. Or saprophytic fungi. But very uniform. You saw, yeah, I can make out a couple of septi in there. So definitely a beneficial. And then there was something cool that I wanted to look at right over here. Yeah. What was this? That looked like it was a nematode. No longer alive. Don't see any internals. Bacteria went in there and ate all that first. But we can see a clear, cell wall, the outer skin. Can't really see. But, yeah, looks like whatever this was, got chomped. Probably a nematode. But hard to tell at this point. Alright, let's see. What else do we want to look at? Maybe we'll go into our 600X. Looks a lot better on this scope, too, than it did on the last one. I would rarely go into 600X just because it was so blurry. But yeah, that's we got another one of those little fungal spores there. But why don't we'll give it a test. I always feel like it's gonna hit the slide. It's so close, but yeah, it doesn't hit. All right. So now we are in at 600X. Let's get bump our ISO up just a little bit. Oh yeah, there's that fungal spore. Yeah, we'll see if we can get some focus in on the bacteria moving around. Actually play with our shading a little bit, go a little darker, see those bacteria in a little bit more 3D lit way. Yep. Yeah, not a ton of bacteria, but a good healthy amount. Plenty anyway. Right, yeah, there's a little fungal spore. Yeah. Well, pretty cool, all the different capabilities with the new scope. Pretty excited. Definitely want to, one thing I'm going to get pretty soon is a dark field condenser for it. Yeah, we got a little either cysted amoeba. Oh, we got a circle inside of a circle. Oh, look how well we can see that flagellate. Do you see his tail? Or his cilia? Oh, no, come on. Don't lose him. Ah! Let's see if I can get... Yep. Just kind of waving that one little cilia around. It's definitely one of the best looks I've got on a flagellate. Usually they're moving so fast, you'll never really see them. Yeah, and plus 600X, they come right into your frame and bounce right out of it within a half a second. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, wasn't a nematode or a big guy, but at least we got to see a nice look at a flat fragilate moving around in there. What's moving this? Another one. Yeah, looks like he's kind of got his tail wrapped around him at the moment. Yeah, but that was one thing I was seeing very little when I first made this bed was fragilates, and purposely did a couple of Jadam microbial solutions because I would definitely see more flagellates in that than say compost tea, and yeah, I got a good healthy amount of flagellates. Another one. Yeah, another spore right there. Yeah, pretty happy that I got a pretty good, decent quality 600X. Ooh, it's tough to get the fine tuning down perfect. Yeah, see a bunch of little fast guys moving down there. Yeah, even some of the bacteria, some of the bacillus species will have cilia that can move them around pretty quick. Most of the time you miss them unless you're in in a 600X like we are now. Yep, and that's that. Oh, actually, this is a different one. The other one was broken from the other end. But somebody else that got chopped. What do I just got a bunch of predator nematodes taking over my bed? Possibility. Have to do a couple more drops, and if I start seeing a couple of predators here and there, that would solve the mystery. But anyway, I think that just about wraps this up. Overall, things are looking pretty decent. A lot of nice aggregation in this bed. Happy with its performance. But, yeah, probably could use probably do a compost extract. See if we can up the overall amoeba and nematode count. But pretty happy with the amount of amoeba that we saw. That's just bacteria bumping into this thing. Mineral moving. Yep. Think of fragilate or somebody's just stuck on the backside of that, moving that thing around. Yep. All sorts of fast moving bacteria down there. Another cool looking fungal spore. Anyway, any last questions or anything like that before we call it a day here? And yeah, definitely hit those buttons, like and subscribe for more soil microscopy experience to come, and even more upgrades on the new scope. And we'll do a little bit of dark field hopefully next time. And yeah, play around with the epifluorescence, get myself a little bit more familiar with the scope and how to do all the cool different stuff that it can do. And yeah, so the best is yet to come. All right. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Leslie. Thanks Bodie. Adam. Yeah, good to see you guys. And yeah, glad you can make it for the live stream. And yeah, it's a pretty good one. Super excited for this new scope. And I got motivation to make more videos now and look at more soil. Anyway, I think that's a wrap for this one. Until next time, yeah, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.